So I was sent this post a couple of times. The ladies, they know what kind of post to tag me in or send me. This is a woman saying this, saying the let's not applaud men for doing the basic things movement is BS. So by the flip side, we should be applauding for basic things. That's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm hearing. But let's get into the post before we make that assessment. But that's pretty much what she. Yes, you did. You did. You did the dishes. You did your laundry. You picked your clothes up off the floor. Yes, you did. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But okay, let's read the post. She says, I'm a woman, and I really hate the popular messaging going around that women shouldn't applaud their boyfriends, husbands, partners for doing the bare minimum partner stuff. If your partner needs to be applauded for doing basics, you have a puppy. Okay. I find this mindset to be bitter, entitled, and very toxic. Things like this is what continues to drive resentment and lack of empathy between men and women. Everyone needs appreciation for big and small things, regardless of gender. If we went out of our way to show our partners appreciation for even the most basic things, we would have happier, more fulfilling relationships. Wouldn't you feel fulfilled in a relationship if your partner made a big deal after you do the dishes, cook dinner, and showed that by giving you a back rub or watching whatever movie you want to watch with you, or maybe he wants to watch with you? To me, withholding appreciation and applause in a relationship is like watering your plant with bleach and expecting it to bloom. I know from my childhood with my parents that this mindset doesn't work. They believe they shouldn't need to applaud me for doing the bare minimum as a kid. This made me resentful and I stopped wanting to do anything with them. I felt like the stuff I did do didn't matter and maybe was not good enough. So I wouldn't recommend this kind of thinking in a relationship. She says right here, everyone needs appreciation for big and small things, regardless of gender. But do women get appreciation for doing big and small things, necessary things, things that if women don't do, it won't get done? It, like, do you expect? Um, I don't need that to be fulfilled in a relationship. Somebody making a big deal about me washing the dishes or getting dinner together. Like, I'm an adult. I've been doing this for a long time. If somebody all of a sudden started giving a round of applause because I cleaned up something, that would be kind of weird to me. You go ahead and type in the comments, do you need applause for dishes? Because that's the thing. You can appreciate your partner for participating in the household like you are. Great. But applause because they did a chore or they filled out their chore sheet? Absolutely not, because we're all doing this and working together. And yeah, I need to know, do you expect some applause? Because if you expect it and then he expects it, it's like, okay, I did the bathtub. Yay! I could just imagine. I could just imagine. Anyways, let's get into some of. So for me, it's a no. I don't need the overall applause for little things. Little things that make things work. I got this. He got his part. I got my part. We're not applauding anything. No. But do you need applause and do you give applause? Are you giving gold stars? Are you giving gold stars, silver stars, blue stars? Like, do you have a star sheet? Do you have a chore sheet? Please let me know in the comments. Starlight says the rational thinking test is that if it doesn't work both ways, it doesn't work. Do we live in a culture that says you should praise women for every little thing they do? Then it should work both ways. If that doesn't work, then it doesn't work at all. A life filled with gratitude and expressed appreciation is a life of happiness. So the question is asked, do we live in a culture that says you should praise women for every little thing that they do? Absolutely not. We do not live in a world, in a culture, anywhere that says you should praise women for every little thing that we do because it's an expectation. People even expect random folks, random women to do things. So, no, we not appreciate it because it's expected. And no one is giving us applause. I mean, I've been a woman for, man, I've been here for a while, and I've never gotten any applause for doing dishes and grocery shopping and doing the laundry ever. So if people start giving out applause for that, someone needs to let me know. Prasker says, I agree wholeheartedly with this. Good take. It's cat picks time, hones in on, do we live in a culture that says you should praise women for every little thing we do? It says literally no, and that's the entire point. Women are just expected to do these things without acknowledgement. Exactly. I'm glad it's cat picks time said that. Okay, so Sad Kaleidoscope says, and looks like a man, are you saying men don't have expectations too? The healthy thing to do is praise a man or woman for doing their part. If the other can't reciprocate or appreciate the praise, then they really aren't that present in a relationship. It's a two-way relationship. But what are the expectations within the household? And if it's an expectation, um, are they expected to do it like we're expected to do it? Is he saying we should be applauding for everything? Like you picked up your laundry today, you did this chore without me mentioning it. We should applaud. I really don't know. Sophisticacious Ratus is honing in on the question, do we live in a culture that says you should praise women for every little thing that they do? And says, if it's something they typically don't do, yeah. We all praise people for behavior that is uncommon yet good. Women get credit for stepping outside their comfort zone when it comes to dating, supporting their partner's interests, etc. If it's something people do every day, I mean, do men get acknowledgement for working full time? I, see that none of this really has anything to do with the question about applauding for basic things. Women work full time too. Women do work full time. So are we giving stickers for everything? Are we giving stickers because you worked your full shift? Are we doing that for men and women? This must be a man talking about stepping outside their comfort zone. But what does that have to do with applauding for basic things? Like they can't really answer questions correctly. So weird. So the next person says, no adult needs to be acknowledged for working full time. It's extremely normal and absolutely expected if you weren't born into money. And I think this is supposed to say, and want a roof over your head. It's some words, but I think want a roof over your head. Also, asking if men get acknowledged for it, like women don't work full time too, is crazy work. Exactly. Like, what? Women work. We work in the house and outside the house. We don't get acknowledged for this. Men are still acting like the whole provider mindset is simply male because they're still not acknowledging that women go to work and make money too. It's so weird. No Reputation says you should thank people for staying in their comfort zone too, if it benefits you or the relationship as a whole. Um, yes, still, no one is applauding women for going to the grocery store. No one. No one is applauding us for doing basic stuff. Beneficial Swim says, yep, women are to, oh God, here we go. Okay, some typical talking points. Hold on, here we go. Beneficial Swim says, yep, women are to go to war at the call of governments and die at their beck and call. Women are expected to have good paying jobs to support men. Women are expected to support men's lifestyle and not complain. Women are expected to women up and handle their feelings. Yep, ridiculous. Men expect any acknowledgement for anything. Okay, I'm glad that this next person handled this, saying, why do y'all constantly bring up war and more specifically drafts? There isn't a draft, and most men don't go to war. Hell, most men in the military don't go to war. Source, military family. No one has been drafted in over 50 years. Please get a grip and bring up relevant stuff. And obviously, this man, Beneficial Swim, is being sarcastic. But this part, women are expected to have good paying jobs to support men. Women do have good paying jobs and are providing just like men are. So this is silly. Women are expected to woman up and handle their feelings because we're emotionally intelligent. That's not sarcasm. Yet, yes, this whole comment is ridiculous. But I guess he's saying that men deserve to be hand clapped for basics, is what I'm gathering. But join the conversation, y'all. y'all know my stance on this. That's the reason why people sent me this, but go ahead and like, comment, and share your thoughts.